Sorry about that, the batteries ran out. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was a nice cover. I remember doing some photography for gratis for that thing. Went out to Nova Gardens and did some photography for some bloke then, back in the day when it was all done on the thing. But you know, what do you think I'm going to say that I've got all this? And as I said, I've got it on bits of different coloured paper here, you know, different coloured there, and I've got lined paper somewhere down here somewhere. Where is it? Where's the lined paper one? If I can get to it. Printouts. You know, but you know, there's another coloured paper. Where's the lined bloody paper? Oh, you got to trust me on that. I have got it in there somewhere. Maybe it's at the end or something. But yeah, I've got it printed out on all sorts of stuff. Whatever came to hand, I've got it. Oh, hang on, I haven't got them all out of the bloody box, have I? So, no, it's not there. But anyway, I've got it all there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, another box of bloody. This is witty grass. So I've got plenty of. You see that? Plenty of witty grass seed there. You're never going to run out of that. The bloody shot. And yeah, I'm going to send these 3D slides out. I mean, the idea was to send them out with the you know, the 40-minute DVD. That the idea was going to send one of these out to people. So basically, what we did, we made up two groups of slide. First, the original Glid one from Flytrap News, and then this was the second one in case people got interested, but it never eventuated. So there's the right one, and that's the left one. And the ones we put out before were all labelled Grange Lizard because we wanted them to know the name. But anyway, I said I've got tons of this stuff left over from years ago from when I was into this thing. But Gideon, that's what I'm sending you, but I've already opened it because I want to put the slides inside. Same with Ross's, I opened one of his but I forgot to do it. But I'm going to put them in this rather than an envelope so they can see what they are, sort of thing, and hopefully it will somewhat protect them. But oh, these ones aren't actually labelled left and right, but you just got to trust me that they are left and right, sort of thing. And one way they should work, but I haven't got any viewers. See, I don't know. Where's the torch? There's my bloody torch. I'll put that somewhere as well. Or is it already on the table? Oh, gee, I had it. Okay. Hang on. Emergency. I don't know. Well, what's emergency situation? I've just broken the bulb. Okay. Right, let me just go and look for the torch. Oh, I was looking for books. You're just going to have to. Oh, hang on. Here's the light from the clock. Well, sort of. It's not the best. But what the heck did I do with it? I was just using it just a minute ago. Well, maybe it's down on the ground down here. Hang on, I've got something else I can use. But anyway, what I'm saying, I can get these things to separate now. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know how close it is. But they're basically, yeah, I better make sure they are the opposite ones. But basically it's just a pot of Drosera Adelaide with a reasonably good 3D representation on there. So it just looks like a yucky, ordinary slide. It's not even the best looking slide until you put them in the viewers, and then it becomes a totally different world. And that was the point we're trying to make, is, you know, these plants in this pot are long gone, you know, But here, in the 3D representation of them, they're still alive and well, sort of thing. That's what we're trying to tell you. It's like you can go back in time and go back in history, sort of thing, using this sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to do. Gideon, I'm going to... Oh, Jesus. It's the wrong sort of box, I think. I think that's going to crush them. Hang on. Better make sure they're separated, otherwise it's going to crush one against the other. It might damage the DVD, sort of thing. At least the plastics there, I suppose. But yeah. Okay, there you go, Gideon. You got yourself a 3D slide, and I'll send Rossi's off in a little padded envelope, sort of thing. So I hope you enjoy this. It's got some really fantastic nighttime time-lapse photography in it. Once you've seen it, I'm sure you will. You're the sort of person I'm sure will appreciate it. So, and you're the sort of person I don't think cheats anybody. Okay, life lesson. Yes, I mean, being ripped off is one thing, but being cheated is another. I mean, I've got stuff in here where he says that everyone's agreed to his statement. Now, is that true, or was he just saying that? You know, I've got it in writing in black and white. I'm wondering whether the rest of the team actually knows about what he said on their behalf. That's what I'm wondering. I mean, geez, that's very shameful if they don't know about what he said. I mean, wait till I write it down in my thesis and back it up with printed copies with time dated and everything, you know? I mean, isn't that going to bring the university into disrepute? Apparently, that's an agreement made through the university. Talk about the university medal. I mean, that's what the university medal is all about, isn't it? It's a form of currency. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, we have the bloody, you know. I mean, that's why you get the bloody Queen's head on the back of all the coins. She's the ultimate end line of everything, isn't she? You know. God. They just don't understand symbolism, do they? Anyway, back on this. I think this is getting into a bit of a long rant and rave sort of thing, but yeah, I'll set the table up and I'll sort out the stuff for Rossi. I've decided just to put them in one of those big container thingamajiggies. So hang on. I'll just take these tubes out, and once I finish with them, and I'm just going to do Rossi's in that, I think, and I think I might just do the same for Gideon as well. I've got them already made up, so you know, I might as well. You can always get some more. It's just easy enough just to buy a peanut butter one or Vegemite or something. Just buy it, wash it out straight away. Don't even use the Vegemite or the thing. But it sounds a bit outlandish, I know, but yeah. Anyway, I better get two out for Rossi before I pack them away, I suppose. But the idea was to send these out. There's only about, what, 35 of them, you know, in the first 35, 40 minute deep. It's supposed to be over 40 minutes. Be truncated to 20 minutes. I don't know what went on there, but I don't know. From what I know from this, anything could have happened to make that 40 minute to 20 minute truncation sort of thing. But yeah. But I just thought I'd put this out here because I think you ought to know, you know, what can go on in the so-called real world. The real world, where apparently you can have 40 years of a dumb theory that never produces any real results, you know. So for 40 years people have been wasting their time, wasting their lives, because the science can't work because it's not built on firm foundations, because no career scientist is willing to put up their hand and say, oi, in our own area, supposedly expertise, we're not actually making use of the scientific method to correct the scientific method. You know? There's the scientific method screaming out, oi, use me, make use of me, to show that there's something not working, something not right. And they're all bloody career scientists, not willing to rock the boat, and because we don't have any form of tenure these days, you know. In the old days, you had tenures, you know, 10 years, you at least knew you had 10 years of certainty sort of thing. So, you know, if you were in the last 10 years of your life and you got tenure, you could stick your hand up because they couldn't get rid of you. So you could say, oi, there's something wrong here, and they couldn't get rid of you. But now we don't have tenure, so everyone's so frightened of losing their job or their little cushy position, their ivory tower job or everything, that they can't actually say when the scientific method is saying, oi, there's something wrong here, you need to improve something, you need to correct something. Anyway, I think that's enough for now, but I just hope, well, if you're my sort of person, I know you will enjoy this. And if someone else wants something like that, you better get in quick, because as we learnt from this bloody thing, where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. In the wrong part of the bloody collection. As we learnt from this thing, if you don't get in there quick, they bloody delete this thing. This is the best thing they've ever done, you know, from the ecological point of view. You know, it's better than the bush tucker, man. It's just the bee's knees. And something went wrong with it, as I told you the other day, and yet they've deleted it. Now, I would love to send one to every new friend of mine. I would like them to get a copy of this. I mean, if Dione Gilmore can make that happen, well, I'll be a very happy chap. If I'm not here anymore, and you know, yeah, why? Yeah, I don't know. Is it basically because we're living in Abbott land? About time we got rid of the chap, I reckon, if that's the case. Okay, over and out, and I'll get down to sorting these things out and get them out the door, because I want to get back to my fly trap research next week, fellas. I really do. I've got things to do. I want to see if I can come up with a new form of tissue culture. Be fun if it does actually, you know, if the science actually works. Okay, over and out now.